Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's. Check this out. Right, so I have a cush hub which come off my chopper. I've had to modify it, so I snapped one of them off to get in the lathe, and I've cut this piece here down further to get it to centralise in this. So this was a huge chunk of aluminium that I bought, and it is so I can run, I'm trying to find somewhere to put that, a bigger sprocket. And that's a 53 tooth, but it's a motocross sprocket hub to suit a cush drive on the back of a Huntsman Daytona, I think my bike is. So yeah, this is what I'm in the middle of making. I've been making this on the weekend. This was a huge chunk of aluminium. As you can see, it's quite a large chunk still. I have more to pull out of here weight-wise, a fair bit more out of here, and I've got to screw some drivers on the back, but they're not going to be aluminium, they're going to be a bit different. So I thought I would just show off what I've been doing. Nice and strong. It's got a locating ring here, which is only there until it does up, so that's nice and thin. And then I've kept this with a little bit of a angle to it because there's a bearing that sits in here which holds the whole assembly together, and that pushes into the wheel. I'll show you. So this is what we've got. Right, so I will be screwing something into there to suit this. Now I've got to pull some weight out because it's still very heavy. And here's the rim. The offset's the same because I set the whole bike up for the offset, and it sits in there. Alright, so I had this vision in my head. I didn't really measure anything, I just started cutting. I don't actually do much planning, I just do. It's very strange. I went a tad too big on the internal bore, which isn't an issue. The bearing slips in, but it's not sloppy. So I can, pardon me, hopefully no one heard that. So I can use some retaining compound on the bearing once I put it all together and I know it works. But yeah, billet, cush drive hub for my chopper. And all manual machined and no planning, just cutting it out of a block of aluminium to make it work. Yeah. So it is a little bit different. The back's flat, not concaved, so the rubbers probably need to be trimmed a little. But once it goes together, it should sit about there, and then when you bolt the axle together, it should pull in I probably want 0.5 mil to 1 mil of pull in. That's about it. And yeah, and then that way what it does is it stops the chain chatter, which does that. So with power pulses of the engine, this is why motocross bikes don't have it, because they're on the dirt, but road bikes do have a cush drive, because the power pulses of a single or a twin cylinder engine will do this with your chain, and you'll feel it on the bike like that as you ride. But yeah, that's a bit of engineering I'm doing for the week, and I've got a bunch of other shit that I'm doing, so I might take some videos of that. Got that. That's got to go onto a car. So yeah, nice. Had a shave. Scrolling back a bit. After each big job, I used to have a haircut and a shave. After doing the tray, I just let myself go, and then I release all the stress that came with that job by having a shave and a haircut. Everybody's got a coping mechanism. That's one of my stress coping mechanisms is cutting the hair off, cutting the beard off, lose the hair, gain clarity. Hope you have a lovely day.